What you got?
A TPMS according to this.
A what?
It says TPMS. I have no idea.
Awesome, Dylan.
What is that?
It's a tire pressure monitor for the RV. Alright, so yes, we have a tire pressure monitor system now. The main reason we wanted to get one of these is because what happened to us when we were at Chi State Park in Alabama. If you saw that video, when we got to our campsite, which was all the way up at the top of the mountain, the campsite is literally on top of the mountain, not just in the mountains, but on top of the mountain. When we got up there, found one of our tires was very, very low. It was all the way down to 20 pounds. So a tire pressure monitor would have come in handy. We got lucky and we made it. So that worked out okay for us that particular time. But you know, you're not always going to get that lucky. And had I known that that tire was that low, I definitely would have probably tried to find a safe spot to pull off, or at least been aware that, you know, we had a tire that was going down so that I could handle that situation before it got us stuck in a really bad spot, you know, going up a mountain. So what we went with is the EZ tire pressure monitor, EEZ tire pressure monitor. So I got the one that's going to do 4 tires. The truck has tire pressure sensors on it, so no need for those. You can get this thing all the way up to where it'll do up to 26 tires. So you know, we did a lot of research, we looked around. This one really seemed to have the best reviews, so that's why we went ahead and chose this one. So as we open her up, it comes with a couple of instruction cards, shows you how the sensors work and how they're put together. Got our instruction booklet, a sensor programming card, and then the product warranty information. So here's what it comes with. You're going to have your monitor. You're going to have a suction cup mount so that you can mount it in the truck. It's got 4 tire pressure monitors in there. Then you're going to have a couple different brackets and then an assortment of labels to put on the monitor so you know which position each monitor is in, and then your power adapters, extra O-rings for the sensors. If you ever have to take it apart to replace a battery, they give you extra O-rings, and then a little tool there to help screw it onto your valve stem. So let's get this thing programmed and we'll get it put on the trailer. So the first thing we're going to do is get all of our sensors labeled. So they give you quite a few stickers here so you can label them, just so you can get them in the right spot. So once you program it here, then when you take it out to put it on the trailer, you can put it in the right spot on the right tire so that it reads the correct location on the monitor. So they recommend covering these with clear nail polish to keep them on there, to keep the stickers on there. So we've got all our sensors labeled. We're going to turn the monitor on, and we're going to hold down the set button. And that's going to give you all of the tires on the display. So now you can change this from PSI, or you can go metric and set it to a bar reading. Once you've got it set at PSI, press set again. You can change this display between Celsius and Fahrenheit by toggling it there. Celsius, Fahrenheit. We want ours on Fahrenheit, so we're going to hit set. Now you can set the high pressure and low pressure alarm. So the only tires I'm really concerned about are the ones back here on the axles of the trailer. So I'm just going to scroll through. They recommend setting your high pressure alarm at 20% above your maximum air pressure of your tires. So our tires maximum air pressure is 80 pounds. So we're going to leave the high pressure alarm set at 100. Set it again, and they recommend setting it about 10% below the maximum air pressure of your tires, which for ours would be 72 pounds. So we're going to set it at 70 for the low pressure alarm. And then you can just cycle through change the air pressure, you just adjust it up or down. It's pretty straightforward. So the only tires that are going to display are the sensors that we activate. So once this is all done, the only tires it's going to show me are the 4 on the trailer. You won't have all these other all the other ones displayed. When you're all done, you hold down the set button for 3 seconds and we're all set. Now let's program the sensors. They recommend having your sensors that you're not currently programming a couple of feet away so you don't get interference. So we've set them on the other end of the counter over here, and we're going to go ahead and program this first one, see how that works. So the first thing you're going to do is hold down the code button. So you want to scroll through until you get to where you want your first sensor to be. So we want this to be sensor number 1. So once it's flashing, alright, so we're going to set this first sensor right here by the set button, and we're going to push the code button 1 time. Now when it beeps twice, it pops up a random code, and now that sensor is set as sensor number 1. Now we're going to go scroll across, and now I want my right front tire to be sensor 2. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to set it right beside it, push the code button. So I first got a error message, so I hit the code button again, and that one was programmed. So now I want my left rear tire to be sensor 3. Good to go. So now we're done programming our last sensor. We're going to hold the code button down until it sets off the alarm. So we've got the alarm set off, and you can see that our sensors are now all reading 0. It gives the temperature. We're inside, so the temperature's pretty close. Keep it nice and cool in here. So now we're going to take this out. We're going to use this little tool they give us and put them on the valve stem. So the way this works is you can see that this spins freely. That's their anti-theft mechanism. I mean, obviously if somebody really wanted to get your sensors, they could get them. But they're not just going to be able to roll up there and spin them off and take them. So this little tool fits over the monitor, over the sensor, and gives you the ability to screw that onto your valve stem. So let's go check it out. So we put our little tool around here so we can screw it on. Let's see how this works. All right. Alright, and there we go. That one's reading 71 pounds. This tool's a little awkward to use, but it's not bad. And looks like that tire is a little on the low side. So we'll have to add some air to that one, but you can see that it's basically giving us an alarm that that tire is low. So before we take off, we'll remove that, and we'll get all these tires aired up where they need to be. So now we're going to go put the ones, the other two on the other side, and then we'll make sure that they're all reading in the proper location. So you can see this is how it's going to work. Looks like all of our tires are a little on the low side, so before we take off for our next trip, I'll break out our little air compressor that we carry with us, and we'll get those aired up where they need to be. But this is how the display will look. It'll cycle through each tire, and if there's any type of warnings, it'll pop up. So that's how that works. You know, I'm glad we have it. It is going to give us a little more peace of mind. So if this is something you guys don't have, definitely should check into picking one of these up. It could really save you a lot of hassle down the road.
I hope you guys found this video informative. Make sure to like and subscribe, and follow Richard on social media, and hit the bell.